Yeah. I don't even care if nobody can see me. I'm just so happy. I don't know what to say. I'm just joyful. Just joyful. I'm joyful because I have reached 100 subbies. Oh, thanks, Tovia. Oh, my man, Tovia. Yes, 100 subbies. Really 101, but 100 subbies, dude. I am just like so happy. And this is my first live stream. And it's really weird, but it's my first live stream. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, it's a new day. I'm still got taking care of myself and all that type of thing. But I'm just so excited. I didn't even expect anybody to show up. This is like my first streaming. My husband and we got rid of our mattress in the wee hours of the morning, and I'm showing this stuffed toy because I look like crap. And we got rid of our mattress, our old mattress, and so we're on the floor, but we're okay. We're doing really good. And so that's where I am, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna show this stuffed toy because my hair is a mess. My face is a mess. It's just a mess, but I'm just a happy mess. So that's that. So how you doing, Toby, man? What's happening with you? It's just you and me right now. What's up? I guess Toby's. Yeah, really. Really, I feel really good, man. I feel really good. And it's like I've been so nervous because I've been wanting to do a live stream and wanting to do a live stream and wanting to do a live stream. But I was just like, I'm scared. I'm scared. And I said, you know what? What is the word? Victory belongs to the bold. You know what I mean? So for me, with my foot falling asleep and everything here, this is bold, and I'm happy. Oh yeah, yeah. I know. Like when you told me about, well, that's just me personally, but when you told me about how you were profiled, I felt so bad. You know what I mean? I just can't bear it. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a black woman. True, I'm like racially ambiguous looking to people, but I am a black woman, the product of a black father and a black mother. And I have two brothers, young black men. Well, they're in their 50s now, so not so young. But, coming up in the 70s and stuff, we lived in this middle class neighborhood and stuff. And my brothers were very straight laced, but they were racially profiled, and we didn't even realize that what was going on. We would get confused. And so I keep thinking to myself, here I am in my 50s now, and I'm thinking, what if I had been born a boy? You know what I mean? I would have had to deal with the burden that black men of all ages and skin tones deal with, And even though I've had the different burdens that I have had as a woman, as a person of color and stuff, it would have been harder for me. And I firmly believe this, to have been male than female, even though we have our own challenges. So when I find out about a black man that's actually been subjected to terrorism because he's black and male, it hurts me. It's like it happened to me, even though it rarely happens to me in the same way. I'm considered, because I'm a woman, less of a supposedly threatening person. I know because my skin, see, there you go. And I know because my skin is light, and my hair is wavy, that I'm considered, quote unquote, less of a, what is it? A threatening looking person, which I think is ridiculous, you know? Yeah, and my husband is dark. My husband is very African looking. He looks like an African man, and very handsome. That's what I like. You know what I mean? I've seen good looking light skinned men, but they just don't interest me. I like really right, exactly, because she's a woman. So I think about that. Like my husband, he stepped out to go to the store. You know what I mean? And sometimes stuff happens, and he's tough. He's like a tough guy. Like people could say, like a tough homeboy type and everything. But he's not an animal or thing. He's a human being, and it bothers him. Like he was saying one time when he was coming from the store, he had grocery bags in both of his hands. So each hand was occupied with a heavy grocery bag. He's minding his business, coming home from shopping for groceries for his dear wife that he loved so much. And this elderly, shall we say, non-black woman saw him when she was at the porch of her house in the backyard, and she saw him. Her eyes got wide, and she ran to the house and shut the door, as if he was going to come up on there and do something. And my husband was saying, I had my hands full. I had both of my hands full. How could I have possibly done anything to her? You know, he's trying to use logic about something that has no logic. Oh, yeah, you know, and it's really hard. So I try to think about these things. I think we help each other out. We help each other. Look at this. I want to show you guys something. See this? That's like a welt, like a hide, except it doesn't itch. See, that's something that I'm having to deal with. You know what I mean? But it won't go away. Yeah. It happens to my husband, Richard, all the time. To a smaller level, it happens to me, but not nearly as much. I think I get more hassle because people might think I'm Mexican. You know what I mean? And or they think that I'm Arabian or something. You know, so I'm here to let you know that being high yellow ain't what it used to be. Yeah, sure you do. And you know what? If I saw you walk past, I wouldn't be afraid because I can tell your spirit you're not somebody that's going to hurt me. See, we who are not ignorant, and that's within our own community, but also outside of our community, we who are not ignorant know it's not skin tone and gender and hair texture. But you can tell a lot of times a person's spirit. You can tell a person's spirit. And told you I would never feel threatened, like if you were walking down the street. And I was in the car and would think, oh my God, a black man. I wouldn't, you know. I've been around, I've gone to work and lived in neighborhoods and stuff where I've gone, there's several like roughneck looking homeboys on the corner. And I know that I'm safe. You know what I mean? I've actually felt more safe than not in most cases. Now, sometimes I felt like, oh man, something's going to jump off. What are they up to or whatever? But yeah. But most of the time when I see the young fellas, oh yeah. Okay, so on the one hand, you're considered, because you're a black male, it's like, oh my God, he's a mandingo, he's gonna attack me. But then it's like, okay, the gay part, oh, he's gay, he's a puss, and this type of nonsense. And my husband and I were just speaking the other day, and so many people who put down gay men like they're women. A gay man is still a man. And there are people who will, who think that they can go and make trouble for a gay man, you know, insult them, call them names. They'll look at a guy with his nails polished, he has on a wig and heels, and they'll think, oh, I could mess with him, I could, you know, harass him, I could tease him. And then that guy will pull off his earrings and kick off his high heel shoes and beat the mess out of them. And now they're embarrassed because, you know, a feminine acting gay guy done stomped them. You know what I mean? So, and what's the saying? Don't start none, won't be none. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a mess, and that's a sensitive subject, and it's something that I've been thinking about because again, growing up black, I'm telling you, it's a trip, and I love being a black person, and I love my culture, but we got a lot of stuff with us, and I will say that, like, how can I put this? People, like in the black community, it's like it's the worst thing you can be. You know, you can be a wife beater. You know what I mean? You could be somebody who sells drugs and poison that's destroying people. You could be a person who's making people's daughters sell their bodies and do all kinds of horrible things. But if you're a gay person, you're the most horrible person in the world. And that's the biggest insult. And yet, what I have learned is a lot of the people that go around harassing gays and talking, you know, hating gays, hating gays, you find out that they're actually undercover. You know what I mean? It's like, why do people lie to each other so much? I mean, I don't want to know. I don't want to get into people's business. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when people when people complain about a certain population all the time. When they complain about a certain population all the time, it's very telling. And I'm going to say, okay, as black people, if you always complain about black people, black people, then, you know, maybe you want to be black. Maybe you're attracted to us. Maybe you have a secret black family that you don't want other people to find out about. You know what I mean? Look, because that makes me think of that woman, that half black woman whose dad was a conservative, racist politician, and he was always talking about he was against what is it called? Integration, and the races should be separated. But he was happy to integrate himself with a black woman and make a baby. Oh, that happened in Maryland. I grew up in Maryland, and when I was a teenage girl, there was a local guy who was always talking about gay people. I mean, a lot. He was always talking about them, and I remember thinking, look, we've got issues. There's immigration things that people complain about. They were complaining about immigration then, wages, healthcare, equal rights, pollution, proper schooling, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Adita, how you doing, sweetie? And then, okay, we have a very young, Adita's very young, so we have to kind of change our tone. But to tell you about this politician, he got caught, and he got caught real bad. And I was like, I told you. Hi, Adita, I've got 100, really 101 now, so that's really cool. Yes, they do. It's horrible. They will fly out an animal and pay. They will raise money to give a surgery for an animal. That's right, they sure will. But you let me, or Adita need surgery, and it's like tough breaks. I don't want to have to pay for it. Oh, congratulations, Adita. I don't know how to say your name. I'm just Aditya. I don't know, Mr. Paul. I know you met subscriber. Yeah. yeah. That's people are having fits. People are having real fits, and wow, it's the last days. I'm just saying. I'm a Christian. It's the last days. Read your Bible. Now I will say this: there is not a person alive except maybe Jesus who would open up the Word and nothing in the scriptures would offend them. The rest of us, we're imperfect. It takes time for us to get the sense of things. Oh, okay. And oh my God, told you, you're Jewish, black, and gay. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that's yeah. So you know what it's like to be wow. Oh, my cheeks are hurting. So stop, you're killing me. Hi, sweetheart. I'm just letting you know I'm live streaming, okay? And people are seeing this, okay? My husband just stepped in. He looks so sweet. Yeah, they can't see that I'm live streaming. They're seeing this. Which is like, what? Okay, go to school, sweetheart, and be safe. Have a good day, baby. I know, because people they give you crazy emails and stuff. Bless your heart, though. I got nothing against Jewish people, man. You know. Okay, take care, man. Oh, you talking to the child, right? I don't know. Or me. It's cool. I mean, I could really let this go, but it's a gas, and I'm happy, and I want everybody to be safe. There with my hand. I want everybody to be safe, and everybody to treat people with dignity and the way you want to treat them. Okay, baby boy. Because even if they have a different religion, if they look different from you, or a different age group, or different lifestyle, different practices, you don't have to agree with it, and you don't have to like it. But we have to treat each other with respect. We have to treat each other with the same type of respect and dignity that we want. And okay, sweetie, yes, you know what I mean? Because that is just basic humanity. And you know what? An infant baby, a tiny little kid, they're going to treat you the same regardless of who you are, because they're not evil. You know what I mean? They just see a human being. Isn't it something that you have to be so tiny that you might still be wearing diapers to understand that you treat human beings like what? Human beings. Like human beings. So I'm just thankful. Everybody be safe. Care about each other. Stop arguing with each other all the time. If you disagree, then don't be disagreeable about it. Just disagree.